Hello again, dear students. Today we will complete studying our new unit number 10. Welcome to my home. And today we will study lesson number 3 and 4. We will start with new vocab. And the vocab related to to lesson number 3. First word is electricity. Electricity. طبعا electricity اللي هي الكهرباء. Architect. Architect. The architect is the person who designs building. يعني ايه designs building؟ اللي هو بيصمم المبنى. هتقولي المهندس؟ لا، مهندس builds building، هو اللي بيبني المبنى. لكن architect اللي هو المعماري او المهندس المعماري اللي هو بيصمم المباني. روبوت، والروبوت طبعا اللي هو انسان الآلي. design ودي بمعنى اللي يصمم. عندي sign اللي هي العلامة أو اللافتة. rocket والروكت اللي هو a machine that travels into space، يبقى هي a kind of ship that travels into into space، اللي هي بتسافر للفضاء، ودي اللي هو الصاروخ. parcel والبارسل اللي هي الهدية أو الطرد، اللي هو بيبقى ملفوف كده ومتغلف ويتباعت بالبريد. driveless car يعني car without a driver. a car without a driver. solar panels اللي هي الألواح الشمسية، ودي something that we use to produce electricity أو to make electricity from the sun. الدرون هي عبارة عن طائرة وذا بدون طيار، يبقى طيارة بدون طيار، اللي هي machine أو flying machine that we can control from the earth أو from the ground and it has no pilot. والبودكاست اللي هو البث الإذاعي. electric car ودي طبعا عربية كهرباء. produce بمعنى ينتج or make. wind turbines اللي هي طواحين الهواء. عارفين طواحين الهواء؟ دي بتبقى زي بتبقى أبراج عالية كده فيها من فوق يعني زي أذرع كده بتلف، بتحرك توربينات من تحت عشان تولد الطاقة أو تولد الكهرباء. فالويند توربينز دي عبارة عن devices أو machines that used to make electricity from the wind. And the words for lesson number 4, igloo, this is a small house made of ice. A small house made of ice. yard ودي عبارة عن circular tent. يعني ايه circular tent؟ يعني خيمة دائرية. دائرية. circle اللي هي الدايرة اسمها circle. and round is adjective. round يعني مدور أو circular يعني ايه؟ يعني دائري. rectangle طبعا ده المستطيل، الادجكتيف منه rectangular معناها مستطيل الشكل. triangle اللي هو المثلث and the adjective is triangular يعني مثلث الشكل. يبقى عندي circular rectangular triangular. طب امال السكوير طبعا اللي هو المربع، والسكوير بتعمل كنون وادجكتيف. يعني سكوير يعني مربع. اما اقول لك مثلا مثلا this box is square in shape، يبقى square in shape يبقى معناه ان هو مربع الشكل. ordinary means usual or normal. temperature اللي هي درجة الحرارة. prediction اللي هو التنبؤ. Now let's study some definitions. As we said زي ما قلنا قبل كده, drone is a small flying object that you can control from the ground and has no pilot. Yard, a large circular tent where people can live. يعني دي بقى الناس بتعيش فيها, مش اللي أنا بقى هاخدها for camping. لا, التنت هي that we بتبقى small tent that we can take for sleep in camping and so on. لكن دي بيعيشوا فيها في القبائل. Wind turbines on a machine used to make electricity from the wind. Solar panel, a flat glass used to make electricity from the sun. Now let's move to the language part. The language part is about making predictions. Making prediction about the future اللي هو التنبؤ بأشياء في المستقبل. وطبعا to predict about the future we use will plus infinitive verb. Will plus the infinitive verb. عندي الافirmative sentence أو الجملة المثبتة تتكون من subject plus will plus infinitive verb. The example, there will be electric cars in the future. There will be electric cars in the future. We will live in the moon in the future. And to form the question, we use will not or won't plus an infinitive verb. Like the example, there won't be schools in the future. There won't be schools in the future. This is a prediction. There won't be robot teachers in the future. There won't be robot teachers in the future. And to form the question or the interrogative form, we begin with will plus subject plus an infinitive verb. Will there be life on the moon in the future? Will there be life on the moon in the future? Will you live in Cairo when you are older? Will you live in Cairo when you are older? هل هتعيش بقى في القاهرة when you are older? Now we will have an exercise from the student book, page number 39. It's about holidays on the moon. Read and circle the correct word. Read and circle the correct word. In 2080, you want to go to the beach for your holidays. You will go to the moon. There will be rockets. طبعا تعلموا معي على الاختيارات. There will be rockets that leave Earth every day. And the journey will take only 12 hours. They will be very fast. يعني هتكون الرحلات دي سريعة جدا. Driveless cars. In 2080, people won't drive a car. We will all have a driveless car. They will be safer, and there won't be any accidents. Students will read a book or watch TV when a computer on the car drives them to school. Lesson number 4 قطعة الريدنج بتاعتنا بتعرفنا على round houses around the world. Round houses around the world. And there is a question. Why do you think a round building is cheaper to build and it is better? Here are some examples. An igloo in Canada. An igloo in Canada. وده اللي هو الإيجلو اللي هو on a house made of ice. A yard in Mongolia. A yard in Mongolia. And we said that yard on a very large circular tent. A large circular tent. A round house in Burkina Faso. A round house in Burkina Faso. وطبعا زي ما قلنا round معناها circle in shape. إنه هو بيبقى منزل مدور. A round house in Siwa. A round house in Siwa. وده برضو منزل دائري in Seoul. Now let's read the text. Round houses around the world. Many traditional houses in the past were round. Today, many modern houses are also round. Why is this? There are lots of reasons. A round shape means the building is very strong. يبقى المنزل اللي هو الراوند ده بيبقى very strong. This is important when there is an earthquake or in strong winds. Also, heavy snow or rain will fall from the roof. A round house is also easier to keep warm or cool. It is also quieter inside a round building than a building that is a rectangular or square. Finally, a round building uses fewer materials, so it is cheaper to make. It also has more space inside. How fantastic! Now let's begin to practice what we have learned. Exercise number 1, or question number 1. People will use cars that use electricity. Use electricity يبقى هتبقى ايه؟ طبعا electric cars. I want to be a or an. I like drawing and designing. حب designing يبقى ايه؟ architect. In the future, people will use a that flies without a pilot. يبقى ايه؟ قلنا اللي يبقى ايه؟ الدرون. We put on the roof to turn the light of the sun into electricity. يبقى دي اللي هي الايه؟ السولار panels. A car is a car that does not need a driver. It uses a computer instead. ودي طبعا driveless. My father is working a great project at the moment. طبعا هنا working on. In winter, people wear heavy clothes to warm. عشان تدفيهم فبتبقى معنى ايه؟ To keep warm. To keep warm. My bedroom hasn't much furniture, so there is much there. طبعا هنا there is much space. يعني ايه much space؟ يعني في فراغ أكتر. There is much space. My father has a car, so he me to school every day. يبقى طبعا so he drives me. طبعا drives me مش معناها هيسوقني بقى إن هو هيوصلني. Use wind to make electricity. طبعا دي الwind wind turbines. Our roof is so snow and rain fall from it. يبقى is بقى rectangle, circle, triangle ولا triangular. طبعا triangular لأن ده صفر. The last question. How amazing which my uncle sent to me contains a new mobile phone. طبعا دي اللي هي البارسل أو الطرد. ودلوقتي هنتنقل للجزء الخاص بالجرامر. The first one, or first sentence, scientists think we live in cities under the sea. يبقى هنا طبعا أنا بعمل prediction يبقى think that we will. People will driveless cars in 2100. يبقى people will طبعا وراها infinitive يبقى will use. There robot teachers at school in the future. يبقى there will be. We use petrol powered cars in 2050. We will use electric cars. يبقى هنا واحنا هنستخدم electric cars يبقى هنا في نفي يبقى we won't. Amal travel to the USA tomorrow. يبقى هنا ايه؟ ده هنا طبعا ناخد بالنا ان ده ايه؟ question. يبقى Amal, will you travel to the USA tomorrow? My daughter be a doctor in the future. يبقى هنا ايه؟ will my daughter be a doctor in the future. Number 7. A. Will your father buy a new car next week? Yes, he. طبعا أنا بسأل بويل يبقى هجاوب بويل. Driverless cars will be safer. There be any accident. يبقى طبعا there won't be. Do you think we will live on other planets, Ali? No, we live there. يبقى no, we won't live there. Question number 2, read and correct the underlined words. You will buy a new tablet. هدى. طبعا ده question يبقى مش you will هتبقى will you. It will took us 3 hours to get there. طبعا will وراها infinitive يبقى not took هتبقى ايه؟ take. Will they arrive at about 6 p.m. وطبعا دي sentence يبقى they will. Do you think Mazen get job? طبعا هنا do you think ايه هتبقى will get. هتقولي ما ده question ما ازاي يجي بقى مش المفروض فيه ناقص؟ لا لان هنا الاستفهام موجود على do you think. I think there will be any accident in the future. يبقى I think there will be any accident in the future. طبعا أنا عندي هنا any يبقى المفروض الجملة تبقى منفية يبقى there won't be any accidents in the future. وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية درسنا النهاردة. أتمنى أنكم تكونوا استفدتم. Until we meet again, goodbye and good